everybody, Cinemastic this year, once again at Jake's Flea Market in Bartow, Pennsylvania. Not the nicest day, a little dark, a little rainy, but surprisingly a great day. Tons of people here, and I'm not alone. I'm being joined today by not only Miss Sickness and Cinema Sickness Jr., but also my friends Rachel and Audrey Bauer. Very cool. So we're here to do some hunting, find some great deals. Already found a few things walking down this one aisle. Very cool. So let's go hunting and see what great deals we can find. Alright, came across our first pile of DVDs right here. Looks pretty much like all stuff I already have, unfortunately. Nothing I really need to pick up. Some Seasons of the Shield, but never was really into that show. Took a Chainsaw Massacre, cool release, missing the cover art, or two at the slipcover, but I already have that anyway. So some pretty cool stuff here, but unfortunately things I already have, nothing I need to pick up. Let's continue on. And once again, more DVDs. Now, these are really dirty, a little sun-faded, unfortunately. All $2 a piece, 3 for $5. So there's something good in here that'd be worth picking up. But it looks like a lot of somewhat common stuff, things I see all the time. Not really seeing anything that's sticking too much out to me. But I will dig through all these, look around. Looks like some horror stuff in here, which is always a plus. But again, not really seeing anything. But still, gonna look through and we'll see. Some cool horror, but nothing I needed to grab. Pretty cool. Here's some Game Boy Advance videos. We have Strawberry Shortcake Volume 1 and SpongeBob SquarePants Volume 1. Very cool to come across those, but unfortunately, I already got them. Alright, we got some Blu-rays and DVDs here. Some okay stuff. A lot of somewhat common stuff, things I already have, especially on Blu-ray. So like I said, some pretty cool stuff here, but things, unfortunately, I already have, so I'll pass on those. Once again, guys, yet another film editor. I'm coming across these left and right. It's like the new thing for me to find. Don't need another one. I already have a few of these in great working condition, but just very interesting that I keep coming across them. DVDs, $2 a piece. Once again, right off the bat, not seeing anything I necessarily need. Some okay stuff. Let's see what's music from another room. Nah, I think I'll pass on that. Like I said, not really seeing anything in here I need to pick up, unfortunately. And once again, we have some more DVDs here. Looks like rather common stuff. That's just a babysitting great movie. Ooh, even some HD DVDs, but 4 movies. I already have those. And that appears to be it, but very cool to come across some HD DVDs, even though I don't need them. Here we go, guys, 8mm film projectors, 20 a piece. This looks like a Super 8, maybe possibly a dual 8-player, not sure. Very cool. Oh, they work?
Yep,
great.
They both work.
Very cool. 20 bucks a piece, which isn't a bad deal, but not really in the market necessarily for a new projector. Already have some, and even at 20 bucks, I'm gonna pass. Pretty cool though. This one's actually really nice. It does come in the box, which is pretty awesome. But like I said, I think I'm gonna pass since I already have working projectors at home. But again, 20 bucks, not a bad deal. Got some VHS tapes right here. The Incredible Shrinking Woman, very cool. Already have that though, very awesome. Also some, I guess these are not CDs, these are games. A lot of Star Trek stuff though, pretty cool. Actually, here's let's see, some Phantom Menace and stuff, pretty awesome. But not really seeing anything I need to get. Yeah, looks like a whole bunch of games in here. Very cool, but do believe I have, well, see, I have some of these. I'm not sure which one of these I have. I might have to look into that. Murder by Death, so some okay stuff in here, and they're all $1 a piece, so not a bad deal, but not sure there's anything I necessarily need to grab. Alright guys, here we are once again, my favorite stand here at Jake's Flea Market. Look at this, guys, plenty of DVDs, always looking through here. Now, I just looked through here about 2 weeks ago, so has he gotten much in the way of anything new? Not sure. Might be some new stuff in here, might be a lot of the same stuff, but nevertheless, I'm still going to look, hunt through, see if I can find anything good. Once again, my favorite stand here at Jake's proves to be pretty awesome. Found 4 titles here, some really good stuff, and the guy was even nice enough to give me all these for $5. Basically, 1 for free, an awesome deal. Love shopping at this stand here at Jake's. Got some cool stuff. So let's continue on. Not too much to see, almost done, but a few more rows to go down. Let's see if we can still find anything good. Alright guys, last stand here at Jake's I'm going to check out. We're just about to head out of here and look at all this great stuff. So definitely a nice way to go out. A lot of really good stuff. There's a bunch of stuff over here. There's some season sets. Pretty awesome. Don't know how much these are, don't know what the price on them are. But there are definitely some cool things here. Some Power Rangers. I see some Disney here. Again, some season sets over there. Here's like these pretty interesting editions of Sound of Music. So definitely some cool stuff in here. Some stuff I definitely want to check out. This is great. You know, there's a Blu-ray here all for Christmas.
Okay.
A lot of cool stuff. Excuse me, what are the prices in your DVDs?
They're either $2 or $3, most of them.
Great.
The $3 ones you can do 2 for $5. There's a couple of odd prices, but at the end of the day, so just find something that you really like.
Great, thanks.
And I can give you a deal on a couple of things, even if you have to knock $1 off of something here and there.
All right, cool.
Are you into TV shows too?
Yeah, everything. So very awesome.
Okay,
all right,
take your
guys.
time. Take a good
Great
look.
prices. Definitely gonna hunt through here. Let's see what they got. All right, the guy had a lot of really cool stuff. Only ended up picking up 2 titles, but got some great deals. As you can hear, Cinema Sickness Jr. is getting pretty cranky, so we're actually headed out of here, guys. So that's it for Jake's, the last stand here. So like I said, Cinema Sickness Jr. getting cranky, wants to go home, get something to eat, go to sleep. So let's get out of here, go home, and take a look at everything I got. All right, guys, back from Jake's with the family and some friends. Definitely had a good time. It's always an interesting time hunting with other people, because when you're by yourself, you know, you're on your own. You got your own agenda. You're on your own like time limit. You kind of, you know, you're doing things your own speed. But when you're with friends or family members or both, you're you know, you're going at each other's speed. You know, I might want to stop somewhere, but they might want to stop somewhere, and they might want to look at stuff. And it's a very interesting way to hunt. It's just different, but it still paid off. I got a lot of really cool stuff. I didn't miss a single thing. It's not like hunting with my friends and family slowed me down. No, still got plenty of awesome stuff. Hit up every single stand I wanted to hit up, and definitely got a nice haul here. So let's take a look, and a decent amount of VHS tapes too, which is interesting, since I haven't really been picking up a ton of VHS tapes in the last like year or so. Picking up some here and there, but not like the amounts that I used to get, but got a decent amount today. So first thing I'll take a look at here is the one and only CD soundtrack I picked up, and then there's a soundtrack too. Check this out. Purple Rain. Hell yes, had to pick the Purple Rain soundtrack up. Got the movie, so definitely had to grab the soundtrack, and it's Prince. I just love Prince in general. His music is just so goofy and fun. I absolutely love it. So definitely had to get the Purple Rain soundtrack. Picked this up for $1. So awesome deal. The next thing I grabbed here, we're going to talk about the VHS tapes now. Next thing I grabbed here, I grabbed this for, if I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to think how much I paid for all this stuff now. That is always the hardest part of coming back from Jake's, is remembering what I paid for everything. I'm going to say I paid $1 for this, if I'm not mistaken. And that is, I don't know how exactly you pronounce this. Is it 3 x 3 eyes or 3x 3 eyes? Legend of the Divine Demons Special Edition VHS set. These sets are really cool, where they opened up like that. 2 tapes. Very interesting. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I now have the entire series. I guess it was a mini-series or something like that, because it's only, I believe, 6 episodes long, if I'm not mistaken. And I now have all 6 chapters, because I do have the other VHS box set. It's like the same exact looking kind of box set, but it's the last 6, the last 3 chapters. So I believe I have the entire series now, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I'm very new to anime, so clue me in. And how do you say this? Is it 3 x 3 eyes or 3x 3 eyes? I have no idea. So very cool. Very excited to have this, because now I can sit down and watch the entire series. Very cool. And again, really cool set. Even if I get the DVD set someday, I'm probably going to keep this box set, both of them, because they're just really cool looking. So very awesome for $1. Definitely had to grab that. Now, as you guys remember, last time I was at Jake's, I found some WWF wrestling VHS tapes, and they were asking way too much for them. I can't remember how much they wanted, but it was something ridiculous. I think it was like $5 a piece or something like that, which would have been like $20. I'm not paying $20 for VHS tapes, especially, I mean, I know you guys like, a lot of you out there like wrestling, but I'm definitely not going to pay $20 for wrestling VHS tapes, no matter how cool they are. Not going to happen. Well, those people were there selling their stuff again, and they had the wrestling VHS tapes. So once again, I asked, how much would you take for them? And they had their price actually lowered down to $8. I was like, all right, well, $8's not bad. Definitely better than their $20 they were asking before. And I said, would you do 5? Because, you know, gotta haggle. And she said, well, how about 6? And I said, all right, 6 is good. So I thought 6 was a great deal for all 4 of these titles. First thing we have here is Rampage 92. She's got the Ultimate Warrior there in the front. Very cool. And these kind of like big boxes, they're just, that's all it is. But very cool. Just really neat. The boxes are a bit crushed too. I mean, that's another thing. They want $20 for boxes that are like crushed. If they were in like pristine condition, then they'd be very collectible. I can kind of see maybe $20 for like, if you found the right person. But these are crushed. I mean, who would pay $20 for crushed boxes? That's ridiculous. So anyway, very, very cool. Then we have Royal Rumble 1991. Look at that. We have Hulk Hogan and Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior, Sergeant Slaughter, and a whole bunch of other goodies on the front there. Very, very cool. I love this artwork. That's just really cool. A really cool painting. Just absolutely love that. Then we have WrestleMania 7. Looks like Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter there. Very, very awesome. There's the Undertaker there in the back. The Undertaker I remember growing up with. Not the new weird Undertaker, but very cool. And then we also have the Survivor Series, the 4th annual Survivor Series. Also very awesome, very cool. So there you go, wrestling fans. Some wrestling VHS tapes. I don't usually pick up tons of these, but I love this old, like, early 90s, late 80s wrestling. Since, as I said many, many, many times before, it's very nostalgic for me. It's something I grew up with, and something I used to watch with my dad all the time. So I do love, like, early 90s, late 80s wrestling, just for nostalgic purposes. Not so much newer wrestling, but definitely all this great old school wrestling. I love it. So I had to grab these. Very cool. $6 seemed like a great deal. Definitely better than 20 they went last week. All right, and then the last 4 VHS tapes here. Grab these for a total of $1. They wanted 25 cents a piece for them, so grabbed 4. First one I grabbed here. This is really cool. This is the one I look forward to watching the most out of all 4 of these. This is the one I'm going to check out real soon. That is The Tomb, which is in pristine condition. This artwork is, like, beautiful. Very awesome. If I'm not mistaken, this has not yet been released to DVD. I think MGM owns the rights to this. They have not yet released it. And this just looks awesome. It looks very cheesy and ridiculous and right up my alley. So definitely looking forward to watching The Tomb. This looks really cool. Then a movie that doesn't look nearly as cool. Looks pretty cheesy, and I'm sure it's going to be... we'll see. It's one of those movies that's either going to be, like, so, like, kind of cheesy bad it's awesome, or it's going to be one of those movies that's, like, literally just bad. So we'll see. I don't know. And that is King Solomon's Treasure. Obviously trying to completely rip off Indiana Jones. It is what it is. So very cool, and I look forward to checking it out, but I'm not so sure about this one. We'll see. Just some of the images on the back alone kind of make me go, I don't know about this one. We'll have to see if this is any good or not, but still, look forward to checking it out. 25 cents. I had to grab it. Then we have The Immortal Battalion. War movie I've never seen, so for 25 cents, had to grab that. I love the poster art on the front. Just why isn't every single DVD, VHS, Blu-ray, every release of any formats ever, why isn't it just the poster art? It should always be the poster art, and that looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. The poster art's great. It sells you. It makes you go, huh, I want to see this movie. There's a dude with a machine gun, and some guy getting mowed down, and army men, and just, it makes you go, wow, I want to see what this is. Whereas nowadays, it'd be like 30 floating heads, and, like, that'd be, like, it. It'd be horrible. So, anyway, very cool artwork. And then we have The Son of Monte Cristo. Another movie I've not seen and looked interesting, so for 25 cents, had to pick it up. And look, I can call 1010-811 and save myself some money when I call long distance. That's interesting. But anyway, very, very cool. All right, so now on to the one and only UMD I picked up. The guy wanted, how much was he asking for these? I think he wanted $5 and asked me to take 3, and he said yes. So very cool. I was very happy to get this for only $3, and that is Akira. Very awesome to get Akira on UMD. Very cool. And even though I have, let's see, I think I had this, I have 3 different DVD releases. I now have it on UMD, and I have it on VHS. I haven't watched this movie yet. Yeah, I have not checked this one out yet, which I know, groans, moans, you're all yelling at me. You're all yelling at your computer right now telling me to watch this movie, and I know, I need to. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about this movie over the years. Apparently it's like one of the greatest anime movies ever made. Everybody loves this movie. I mean, is it really one of the best, or is it just, you know, overhyped? I don't know, but I hear really good things. It's definitely something I need to watch ASAP. So I gotta sit down and watch this one really, really soon. This is definitely on my soon to watch list, because it's ridiculous, and I just keep picking up different variations of artwork and stuff, and different versions of this, different releases of this, and I still haven't watched it. That's just stupid. So definitely gotta check this one out ASAP. All right, then I grabbed 2 DVDs here from, and this was the stand that I stopped at, the last stand I stopped at as I was leaving. I didn't realize this at first, but the guy, this is actually, this is a guy you've seen me hunt at his stand before. He's usually not in one of the area where he is, this time usually like way back, in the very back of Jake's. But he was right up front this time, and he usually has some really good stuff, but his collection what he has for sale has been dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, but I guess, I don't know if he had more stuff in stock and he just decided to get a nice big table and just put everything out. I don't know, but he had a lot more stuff this time, which is good because this is a guy who used to sell stuff for way too much. I used to look over this guy's stand a lot, and very rarely would I actually buy something because his prices were just ridiculous. But over the last year or so, he's, I guess, wised up to what he was doing. He's at a flea market. He's going to drop his prices a bit, or nobody's going to buy anything, even if he has really good stuff. I mean, your average person is not going to spend 20 bucks on a one movie because it's rare. They're just going to say, "Oh, this looks neat. I want it." So he's dropped his prices, which is great. So I ended up picking up 2 titles here for a total of $6, 3 apiece. Awesome deal. They were marked higher, but he gave me them for 6. First one here being a Dario Argento movie, which is very cool. Got the Cat O' Tails. Very cool. I've never seen this one. I know it's on a lot of public domain releases, but still very cool. This here being an Anchor Bay release. Dario Argento. That's all I need to know. I saw that name and thought, I don't know what this is. I've never seen it, but I'm buying it. So very cool. I had to grab that. And then this is really cool because I love picking up Criterion Collection releases. We have 8.5, which I've never seen. I really know nothing about this, but it is a Criterion release, number 140. And anytime I come across pretty much anything Criterion, I grab it. I don't care what it is. Whether I've heard of it or not, I'm like, well, it's a Criterion release. Why not pick it up? It probably got a Criterion release for a reason. It must be good. So I had to pick this one up. But like I said, I've never seen this. I really don't know anything about it. So look forward to checking it out. We will see. And also probably some more moans and groans right now. Because a lot of times I'm like, I picked up this movie on Criterion. And I'm like, I've never seen it. People are like, what? You've never seen this movie? It's so amazing. Look, I haven't seen every movie ever made. I'm sorry. Then I grabbed a movie that's pretty bad, but I got it for $1. So I figured, what the hell? And that is The Wicker Man. Yes, this movie's not all that good. I mean, we all know the famous bees scenes. But I have seen the movie, and I've wanted to give it a second chance. I wanted to watch it again and see. The first time I watched it, I just went, wow, this is really bad. But I kind of want to watch it again to see if I can, if I look at it in a different way now. Because I saw this many years ago, back when I first started collecting. When did this come out? 2006. All right, so I started collecting 2001, so I probably saw this in 2006. So I was still a bit pickier about my movies back then. So nowadays, I could probably watch this and just see it as a fun, campy, goofy movie. I don't know. But regardless, I have seen it, so I do want to own a copy. It's kind of like my new thing I'm doing right now, where if I've seen a movie, I like to own it, but whatever. So for $1, had to pick it up, and I've been looking for a copy of this for a while now. Every time I come across a copy of this, it's usually scratched, so finally found one in good shape. Awesome. Then for, again, $1, I picked up Boom, Hollywood's Greatest Disaster Movies. How am I not going to pick up something titled Boom, exclamation point? Very cool. And I guess this is just a documentary all about disaster movies. It shows Titanic on the back and Independence Day. Let's see, what else does it talk about? Towering Inferno, The Poseidon Adventure, Volcano, Airport, and many more. So, interesting. Looks like it has interviews and fun stuff like that. Put out by Image Entertainment. I don't know. Just seemed really cool. It was still factory sealed. It was $1. And, again, it was titled Boom. Had to grab that. All right, and then the last 4 titles I grabbed here got for a total of $5. This was from the guy who has that awesome stand, the one I love hunting. I always say I love this guy's stand because he always has really good stuff and really cheap. He doesn't individually price stuff. He could have something really rare and really cool, and he'll have it for the same price as just all the rest of his stuff. I love this guy's stand. And he had put some new stuff out, so look through it. Got 4 here for $5, which was really cool because normally it's only 3 for $5. But this guy knows me, sees me all the time, and he recently has been hooking me up. So he said, you know what, $5 for all of them. You're a good customer. So very cool. First I picked up here, brand new factory sealed, is Beyond Warped, the Vans Warped Tour 04. Very awesome. Definitely a fan of the Vans Warped Tour, or at least I used to be. I used to go every year to Vans. In fact, I went to the 04 Warped Tour. I went from the very first Warped Tour up till, I don't even remember what year, not too long ago. I think only a couple years ago I stopped going. And, I was a big fan. I loved going every year, something I used to look forward to. But it got to the point where I don't know any of the bands that play anymore. There'd be 1 or 2 bands in the bill that I'd be interested in. The rest, I'm just who the hell are these guys? It's just, I mean, am I getting old? I don't know, maybe. But it's just not the type of music I keep up with anymore. Let's see, all these bands on the back here. Let's see who I actually know. I mean, I know who Bowling for Soup is, but I don't really like them. Anti-Flag I like. Bouncing Souls I like. Maze, okay. River City Rebels, okay, I actually really do enjoy them. They're a great band. I know who Billy Talent is, but, you know, they're okay. Guttermouth, big fan of Guttermouth. And, Juliet and the Licks. Really a big fan of Juliet and the Licks as well. Shame that band is not around. That's Juliette Lewis's band. Check them out. It's Juliette Lewis's band, Juliet and the Licks. She had like a solo thing too. Don't check that out. It's not so good. But Juliet and the Licks, an amazing band. They're really, really good. She's an amazing singer. And that band is just crazy talented. Shame they broke up. So, definitely some good bands on here. But I know, like, you know, a couple of these out of all the bands they feature on here. I only know a few of them. That's just how it would go at Warped Tour. I would go, I'd see like 3 bands I like, and then I'd be like, all right, now what am I gonna do with the rest of the day? I saw everybody I wanted to see, and I just kind of like sit around the rest of the day, which kind of sucks. So I don't really go anymore. What are you gonna do? But very cool to get this anyway. Brand new factory sealed. Had to grab that. This is really cool, and I was pretty much certain this was going to be absolutely destroyed because of the artwork, and that is Sing-Along Songs at Walt Disney World Campouts. Can you see that artwork? It like looks like it has gotten wet at some point, and it's definitely a bit moist. Yeah, I'm not even like it's sticking to the artwork or the plastic. It's yeah, the artwork's seen better days, unfortunately. But the disc, scratch free. I was so surprised by that. When I picked this up, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be in bad shape. Just judging by the artwork alone, and looked at the disc. It was in perfect shape. Couldn't believe it. Very excited. Even it came with a Disney Movie Awards code, which was still good as well, which that was awesome as well. So very cool. And I'll be on the lookout for better artwork, because what's great about this is the fact that I come across these sing-along songs releases a lot. It's just they're for kids, so 95% of the time the discs are usually scratched to hell. So what's cool is the fact that all I'm really looking for is the artwork now. So if I ever come across another copy of this at a flea market, yard sale, something like that, pawn shop, whatever, come across another copy and the artwork's in good shape, but the disc is scratched, I'll still buy it because then I can get good artwork and have an actual disc that's in good shape. So I'll be on the hunt out for that. So very cool. And like I said, the artwork not in best shape, at least the disc is. And then we grabbed something else I've been on the hunt for, and that is Pink Floyd The Wall. Also very cool, and it comes with a poster. Let's check this out. Oh, not a very big poster, but still, pretty cool poster there. Very interesting. So, very cool. Pink Floyd The Wall, interesting, weird movie. I've had it on VHS for some time now, so I've been on the hunt for an actual DVD copy, and somebody stuck a little heart sticker on there. Whatever, I'll leave it there. So, I've been on the hunt for the DVD for some time now, and this was in perfect condition. Had to grab it, so finally have Pink Floyd The Wall on DVD. I can replace my VHS case, finally. Very awesome. VHS tape, VHS tape, finally. Oh my god, I need some sleep. And the last thing I grabbed here, this was a really cool find because this is something you do not come across very often. This is actually an unauthorized release, and that's why you don't come across it very often. This is not something that was released in stores. It's not something you could buy necessarily, you know, at a major online retailer. This was an unauthorized release, and that is the release of Combat Academy. Very cool. Like I said, an unauthorized release, never officially released to DVD. I do have a VHS copy, which I will still be keeping because the VHS copy is an official release. But like I said, never officially released to DVD by any major studio. Here's an unauthorized release by Top 10 New Media Productions. So, interesting. And never thought I was going to get a copy of this because, again, it's an unauthorized release. When you come across copies of those, you really don't. So very cool to get this, and I mean, the fact that I picked this up in that for $5 pile was awesome, and it was in good shape. The disc was like scratch free too, which was really surprising. Thought the disc was going to be destroyed, so very cool to come across this. Just again, not something you see very often, a very rare find in my opinion. So very cool, and I'm not a big fan of collecting like unauthorized releases because it's basically kind of like a bootleg, but I didn't care. I still think this is pretty cool and definitely something I want to have in the collection. So awesome find. So there you go, guys. That's it. That was everything I picked up today from Jake's. Grabbed a ton of cool stuff. Lots and lots and lots of awesome, fantastic finds. A bunch of VHS tapes, which is pretty cool. I haven't been buying many of those recently. So definitely an awesome day. Got to hang out with the family. Got to hang out with some friends. And got to buy a lot of good media. So anyway, guys, that is it. So I'm going to go take a nap now. I got up way too early. I was up way too late last night because of Cinema Sickness Jr. and got up way too early to go to Jake's, so I need a nap. So anyway, guys, that is it. So like I always say, if you like this video, please give me a like. If you're not already subbed, please do. And if you're not already over at cinemasickness.com, head on over there, check it out. A lot more to see there than just these videos, all kinds of things, updated information, and things like deals that are going on. Also, if you like my videos, definitely check out the videos from Team Sickness. A lot of great stuff from them as well. And also, while you're there, be sure to click on the merchandise tab and purchase yourself a Cinema Sickness sticker and or a Cinema Sickness button. They are dirt cheap, and I would certainly appreciate your support. And of course, you can find links to all my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Listia, Amazon, all that stuff. It's all there. Definitely check out those sites as well. So, anyway, guys, that's it. Like I said, gonna go take a nap. Good night. See you tomorrow.